Okay, I'm Ben Brown. We're here at Evolution Martial Arts in Sparks, Nevada. I also own Scene Safe 911, which is a company that provides situational awareness and self-defense to first responders, healthcare workers, and educational personnel. I've got Jeremy and Brad here. We just finished class, and we'll be going over foot sweeps for the second week. Today, we're going to talk about a couple of specific foot sweeps, so where you've actually set up that person to make one foot heavy, the other one light. We're going to attack the leg that's light. So I'm going to work with Brad here real quick. I'm just going to show it. But Brad and Jeremy are really good. They had a good chemistry in class. The sweeps were looking nice, so they're better at demonstrating this than I am. I'm just going to show what we're after. So when we're hand fighting, we're looking for a really nice piece of connection, either a good collar tie here or a good high underhook. In this case, we're going to go high underhook with a wrist grab. The high underhook and the collar tie together would be better, but it's much harder to get, a little less realistic. Usually you're going to get one really good and one not as good on either side, something like this, okay? So I've got this. I'm going to look for some head position. I'm going to elicit a response from Brad because I want to know where he's stepping and when so that I can attack that foot. So I get my good grip. And we'll just start. You guys have the grip. You don't have to fight for it for the video. But normally we'd be hand fighting and it's like, oh, I got it. I've got to start using this immediately because Brad's going to solve the problem quickly. So I have a limited amount of time here. So I push into Brad knowing that he's going to push back. So I want to attack this leg. Now I can attack either leg. But in my mind, I'm going to attack this leg on this side. So he steps back. And then I'm going to attack this as he's trying to put that foot down, before he can put it down. That's a great time for a foot sweep, okay? And when you know they're going to step and you take away their ability to step right there. Also, as he's coming back into me, I'm rotating. So I'm allowing him that place where he wants to step. I'm making it really enticing for him to put that weight down, and I'm going to kind of disappear on him and just provide a block with my foot. Jeremy's really good at this. You'll probably see some good timing here. Okay, so 1 for 1, back and forth, guys. There it is. And you can see how Jeremy adjusts his feet. Now in the drill, Brad's doing a technical get-up. We could elaborate the drill to where Jeremy puts a ton of pressure on Brad and makes it hard for him to get up. That adds to the drill, but we're not going to put that on the video today. So Brad, your turn. So you're getting a high underhook with a wrist grab. You're going to push in, and then you're going to attack the foot before he can set it down. There it is. And he goes down. And Jeremy's being a great partner right now. That was a pretty good foot sweep though, right? The timing was good, both of you. Which is why Jeremy went down. They're not going to fight each other tooth and nail right now. I'm realizing my head was probably out on the video there. But look, if they have good timing, you go down so that we can teach each other how to improve that timing. And then the better we get at it, the more resistance we give. Let's do one more each.
Actually, you start pushing with me.
And Brad's going to go back, and Jeremy's going to interrupt. Yeah, and he goes down. And then you can see Jeremy's like taking a good strong posture over Brad. If this was a self-defense situation, he wouldn't let Brad back up. It was hard work to put him on the ground. Your turn, Brad. So Brad's going to push into Jeremy. He's got his good grip. Jeremy starts to come back into him. He's already kind of decided in his mind which foot he wants, so it didn't feel good there, so Brad's going to do it again. There it is. Jeremy goes down. I'm going to point out a little thing. Jeremy does a nice fall, slaps the mat, tucks his chin so that his head doesn't hit the mat. So that is one type of foot sweep. There's a lot of them. Okay, I'm not saying these are the only ones or even the best ones. So we're going to do another kind here. Okay, this time I'm going to have a collar tie with a wrist grab. All right. Ideally, I would have a collar tie and an underhook, and everything's nice and tight. I either have Brad's head smashed or have my head in, or kind of both. This is even better. But again, hard to get, not that realistic against a good trained opponent. So what I'm going to do, yeah, let's go. We'll go left foot forward. So I'm going to attempt an inside trip on Brad. So I'm going to try to inside trip this foot, okay? So I slide in and I go for this inside trip. He steps over it. Now I'm not trying very hard at this point to keep that because it was really just to get that foot weighted. So let's go back. So I come in here and I want him to put weight on this foot. Boom, that one's weighted. That means this foot, his left foot is light, and I can steer him down from there. Okay? That's not that realistic the way I did it. It's hard to do slow, but these guys did a pretty good job. Let's do that here. Okay, so you're attacking an inside trip, eliciting a response, and boom, the timing. Jeremy did a little bit of judo, it shows. Okay, his footwork's really good, the timing's really good.
So, collar tie.
Yep. So you're attacking the inside trip just to get the weight on that other foot, and then you see right away Brad switched it. So he's coming in here, Jeremy waits that far foot, and then he switches it and he steers him. When we steer someone, come in here, Brad, okay? The steering is, I'm trying to pull this into my ribs and into my hips so that now I'm pulling him, right, with my core and not my arms. So it's a pull and a push, right? So I've attacked this here. This is as close as I can get it, and then it's a pull and a push. It's a steering. One high, one low, okay? And I'm trying to get Brad's center of gravity out over, away from his base, and then I'm blocking his ability to base, and I'm just helping him to the mat. Okay, let's do that one more time each. These look really nice. So he attacks the inside trip, but really it's a trap. He didn't expect to get the inside trip. Hey, if he gets the inside trip there, bonus. Okay, that's great. But it's not a serious attempt. It's just designed to tell Brad which foot's gonna be like, that's nice. And then notice how quickly Jeremy gets up. That's just a great habit. You go down, you get up. So real quick, just two different versions of foot sweeping that we worked on today. Take that, practice it. You need a lot of reps on those to get the timing down against a resisting opponent. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, thanks, sir.